Have you also noticed that it's really hard to choose the right CMS nowadays? Because it seems like they all do everything, but actually there's lots of differences and changes and stuff that you might not be aware of when you just, look at the basics. So today I'm here to help you. I'm going to describe what I personally think is Hygraph's best use case that is super solid, and I just hope it helps you choose to see, hey, does that work for my brand, yes or no? And so, as you can see, I'm outside because inside my office there's a bunch of people drilling holes and things, so I thought I'll do it here in nature. And so, what I think Hygraph is really good at is if you have complex data, if you have rich data models and you need governance and permissions and things like that on your rich data, Hygraph is the place for you. And that data could become a website sometimes. It could also become an app or a billboard or whatever. So Hygraph can be like a little bit of like a page builder if you wanted to, but its real strength is in if you need complex data that has lots of, variations, lots of connections. Let's go into an example that I think explains this well. And so let's go with an example that most of us know. So let's think about something like Eventbrite or Meetup.com. This is an example of a product that has a ton of complex data that also seems to be a website and an app and maybe a bunch of other things. So what Eventbrite and Meetup.com do is you can set up events. And these events have locations, they have date ranges, they might have people organizing the event, you have people attending the events, there's content about the event. There's a whole bunch of very rich, complex data that needs to happen to these events, because certain people are allowed to edit the event, other people are allowed to update it or make new ones. Guests might have to pay. And so if you have a super strong core data model, just to make sure that these events and these organizers and all that stuff works, you can actually then monetize that content going forward. And this is where Hygraph excels. This is literally the best you could use Hygraph for. And so if you wanted to make a front end on top of that data, then you just grab it from GraphQL, you choose exactly which things you want from that API for your front end, and it will perform really well. And then if you wanted to add like external things on top, like to accentuate whatever that page is, you can use Hygraph's components functionality to kind of do a page builder like thing. And so I hope I've made it a little bit more clear. This is my personal opinion, and you'll see if you read the Hygraph website, it's very close to that, but just to be sure. There you go. Happy choosing. Cheers.